Oh my, I tried with about 15 calls, got one appointment and no sale. Bombed. I need a better way to explain the value I would offer. There's a lot there, a lot to unpack. First of all, when you tried for 15 calls, but you only had one. So that's one call. That's not 10 calls. So we got to get to 10 calls. And I thank you so much for sharing this because this is vulnerable, right? But you got to get to the 10 calls. Of course, 1 out of 1, who's going to get 1 out of 1? That's really almost impossible. So you want to get the 10 before you call it a day. Second of all, it really is about dialing in on that offer, what other people want, what other people are willing to pay for. A lot of times I'll talk to entrepreneurs who are working on something that is about self-help, and it's incredibly valuable and incredibly important. But what they don't realize is that's a self-help guru type has to build into that. You have to establish trust, and people have to start to understand the value you have. So when you're first starting, you have to think about, what would I pay for? Maybe I wouldn't pay for self-help in this moment because that's not a priority to me. But would I pay for something that helps me make more money? So could you, for 2 months, build something that helps people make more money, like an offer, 30-minute conversation, help them set their affiliate links up, help them set their YouTube up, let them teach them about monetization on YouTube? Could you do that day after day for 2 months, build up your bank account, and then pivot into the self-help part? This is just an example. Sometimes your offer is just not a good offer. Sometimes your offer is just not what people want. It's something that you enjoy, but it's not what people want to pay money for. And the way you have to look at that is not a personal attack on me. That just means that's not what the market is going to bear right now. So that is something that's up to me to figure out, what are people needing? What do people need and what will they pay for? A good way to find that out is to ask them. A good way to find that out is to find the people you want to serve, get them on calls, and ask them what they need, and start to build an offer around that before you do any sales. What if I don't want to deal with people? Do you want to make money? You can make money without, quote unquote, dealing with people. I'm doing air quotes on the desk here. You can make money without dealing with people. But it's going to take extra effort. I don't like dealing with people that often either. Like, I go to the airport. That's the worst day of the week for me, is to have to go to an airport and deal with TSA or deal with a person kicking my chair or whatever. Like, I don't like customer service calls. I don't like any of it. But the way that you make money is by serving others and by providing value to human beings. At least today. Maybe it'll be different in the future. But today, the way you make money is to provide value for human beings. So if you don't want to deal with people, there are certainly ways you could do that. But I would also try to reframe that into, can I start to look at that a little different? Are there a group of people I do want to deal with so that I can provide them value? Now, one quick hack is what we were talking about earlier. Start a YouTube channel, build that YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a 12-month period. Do it in a few days, a few weeks, or a few months. Then YouTube will invite you to be a partner, and you can become monetized through ads. So every time you post, once you're monetized, you'll make money. Learn from every video that you post so that you can get better and better at attracting people to watch it. You record by yourself, you upload by yourself, you put it out in the world by yourself. And you could do that without talking to one other human for the rest of your life. You could have a YouTube channel. That's one way not to have to deal with people. Is your offer the right offer? Is it what people want? And is it what they want to pay for? Is the pricing right? Did you price it correctly? Is it too high for who you're targeting and the value that you give? Because it's more important that you price it for the value, and therefore people are not able to afford it. Or is it too low and people think it's not valuable enough? Is it the right target audience? Have you found your right target audience and your right niche? Is the way you're presenting it attractive? Are you able to tell people a clear transformation about what the offer benefits, how it benefits them, rather than maybe listing off features? Right? I can tell you in Arlan's All Access, for instance, which is linked here in the pinned comments and it's in the description below, I could say we have live calls every week. We have a classroom with $20,000 worth of information. We have an incredible community. All of that is great, and I do talk about that a lot. But what I could also tell you is that the transformation you're going to get is for $100 a month or $600 a year. I will teach you how to make $100,000 extra in 12 months. That's a transformation. And so it's one of those things, the delivery. So that's on conversion. You have me thinking about how to reframe what I offer. I was ready to throw it in the trash. No, reframe it, but ask questions. Ask people questions. I've been on YouTube for a few years, but obviously not doing enough of something to get the subscribers to grow the channel. Any idea on the surface, without seeing your channel, knowing anything about it, what do your thumbnails and titles look like? Are your thumbnails really busy? Are they cluttered? Are they small with a lot of content? Or is it very clear what the video is about every single time? Whether you learn how to do that in Canva or you hire someone on Fiverr, titles very clear, engaging, interesting. Do they bring you in? Would it stop you in your tracks every single time? When you put a video out, do you test it? Do you look at how it's doing and then change things accordingly? Do you go into your YouTube studio and look at the click-through rate, the CTR? Do you see what's good and what's bad? Do you study other people's channels? Do you film your video before or after you have your title and thumbnail figured out? You should film your video after you know the title and the thumbnail of the video. Put in the chat if you do that, or if that's new to you. Film your video after you know the title and the thumbnail. Is the subject of your channel interesting to a lot of people or mainly to you? And if it's not like millions of people, even if it's niche, are there 10,000 people in the country who would care about it? Do people understand what your channel is about based on what they see when they get there? Are people watching a lot of it? Are you only doing shorts? Are you doing longer form? Are you doing videos over 10 minutes so that people can sit with you and really engage? Are you starting your videos with, hey, everybody, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Hey? And then maybe 20 seconds later, you're starting the video. If you notice my videos, when I start my videos, I start them like this. Ready? What if I told you? I start because we want to get that hook right out the gate. You want people hooked, so you want to get your hook right. You want to get right into the value, right into it so they stay. YouTube is looking at all of these things, every single one of these things. And over time, they're seeing how they behave with your videos. You have to be the one who helps YouTube help you. And that is not by get perfect for the first 5, 10, 50 videos. It's by learning something after every video you upload. How many videos are you uploading per month? Are you uploading once every 2 months or whenever the inspiration hits you? Or do you say every Monday I release a video no matter what? Or every Monday and Thursday? Or every single day like I do? Or every single 1st and 15th of the month, there's a new video out no matter what. YouTube likes to know that you're going to be around, so it likes consistency.